And welcome back another day, another read. And if you're new here, my name is Dulce. I'll be your tarot reader. And with further ado, I already pulled a few cards. And this time I use Do Not Be Afraid. It's been a minute since I've used these cards, and today I just felt guided to use them. It's an angelic card. And then I also use my astrology cards. So let's get straight to it. First card I got is the Watchers. With the Watchers being present here, they're asking you, go deep within your own self and reflect on the times that whenever you overdid things, you went overboard, you overindulged, and see what kind of truths are being presented to you in regards to this. Because there is a lot that is being presented emotionally that's needing to be processed. I'm getting the sensation like you overgave, you gave too much time, you overinvested or you overstayed in certain situations and circumstances in your life. And this doesn't have to really be in relationships. This could have been jobs, friendships, partnerships, family dynamics, living situations. Like, there's just a lot that's being revealed here that you need to deeper into yourself as to how did this benefit me, but at the same time taught me more about myself. And I'm seeing that, with you actually digging deep within your own self, allow yourself to feel those negative emotions. This could be despair, sorrow, depression, sadness, anger, whatever the case is. It all is to be alchemized, and it turns into purity, and it shows you a lot more about who you truly are at your core and as to why you felt the way that you are. And it's not to be a disservice to you. It's actually to reveal more truth. And it's just, your own emotions can really cloud your own judgment. So what's really saying allow yourself to free lively in regards to oh my god, there's a moth. Got distracted. Anyways, allow yourself to feel these emotions so that way you can be liberated from the belief, from the thought, from the moment, from the events. Because you holding on to these emotions just make you feel, heavy. And even burdened, to be honest with you. Spirit's saying at the end of the day, we are all energy, we're all love, and love is the highest form. So by you just being down here in this scale, it's really not doing you much service, but by you allowing yourself to release these emotions and get back into your heart space, you're really gonna better benefit yourself and those around you, and you're gonna feel very more interconnected with the divine and source. And Spirit's also saying, tap into that essence of pure joy and love within you and yourself. Fall in love with yourself. Go pamper yourself. Go things that you enjoy. Go listen to your favorite music. Go dress however you like to dress. Go eat the foods that you like. And just be you. There is no need for you to be something else that you're not meant to be. I'm seeing there's a heavy emphasis when it comes to relationships here. So there could have been relationships that you overgave, you overforgave, you overstayed, and it was just a disimbalance going on here. But Spirit's saying yes, this has already happened. Yes, this is already in the past, but it's time to liberate yourself emotionally from these burdens. Yes, it may not be happening right now in the physical realm anymore, but you're still letting it exist in your vessel by you still holding on to these emotions. So the moment that you release these emotions, there's going to be a lot of momentum and a lot of forward movement happening for you. Because this is all living deep within your own psyche. And it's because you've been suppressing these emotions, these thoughts, these, realities out of mere, reasons for survival, or because you didn't want to face it. But Spirit's saying, face it so that way you can liberate yourself, because you're finally unlocking these keys. Because you're finally seeing the truth of the matter. You were the one holding yourself back. At the end of the day, it wasn't anybody else. It was you. And now that you're being shown this truth and revelation, it's no matter how far you run and you think that you're leaving a certain situation, it's still going to present itself again until you face yourself. And now that you're facing yourself by having this moment of reflection, you're really going to change a lot of paradigms. And there's going to be so much flow, so much support happening for you. And just so much inner harmony and harmony outside of you. What else, Spirit Guides? Yes, because you're going to be stepping into your destiny, your North Node, into your soul's mission. You were still kind of clinging on to the past in a sense because, that's your comfort zone. It's something that you've been comfortable with doing in previous lifetimes. But in this lifetime, you're meant to be in the unknown and the uncomfortability and face the deeper, darker truths within your own self and within others. So that way you can help alchemize, the energies and not be trapped in them. And I'm seeing, this is like reflecting within your close circle, and especially in the way that you communicate, the way that you express, the way that you think, the way that you grew up. Like, this is all shifting, and you're going to start seeing like these dynamics like switch within your own siblings as well, and even in the way that you retain information and gain information too. Because you're releasing an old dynamic when it came to your relationships and a way of learning and retaining information. Because it was not serving you, it was actually holding you back. This is where we're seeing like a lot of drastic changes happening the moment that you release and let go. And this drastic change is going to like present itself not only like in your relationship with your siblings, but also in your community, people around you. And especially like in your friend groups. That's if you have friend groups. Because you're finally going to be stepping into a point in your life where it's like out of love, out of alignment, out of mutual respect and balance. Because you're finally giving in and you're doing the equal give and take. We got Venus here. And Venus has to do with like, the pleasure, sensuality, love, care, nurture, gentleness. And you're just going to start approaching like, your relationship with your siblings. And even with attaining information with love and care. And so much intention behind it. Same thing with like, your friend groups, your community. You're just going to start being like, oh my God, like, I got to nurture this and really take care of this, because this really reflects a lot on having to do with the relationship within my own self. And this is something the Spirit's like saying, like, be brave. It's not going to be an easy task, but you are so strong that you're going to be able to conquer this. And this is something that's being illuminated to you right now. And it's just going to have to be addressed like in a very compassionate and intimate way, where it's like very gentle and just very intuitive and very soft. It doesn't have to be rough ever. It can be also gentle. And gentleness is also a great strength as well. Because you're stepping into a time where it's just everything's going to be balanced and very harmonious. We got Libra placements here being very significant. Pisces placements being very significant here. And this is all going to reflect in the fact that you are recognizing your inner like self-worth, your value, and how you want people to be in alignment with your values and your beliefs. Because if not, it's not going to function. And it's a lot having to do with you being loyal to yourself when it comes to this. So that way you don't get put in stupid situations, or you ever get to be put again in another situation where like you're overgiving or overextending yourself out of the mere fact that you're afraid of being rejected or, being abandoned. Because now you have realized your worth, that, nothing ever misses you by. The right things will come to you. The right people are going to come to you. You don't ever have to be chasing, and you don't have to prove your worth to anybody, because you're still, at the end of the day, worthy regardless. And this is something the Spirit has been revealing to you and wanting you to purge out like these old ways of how you used to value yourself. Like, they're showing you the shadow aspects within you, so that way you can step into this new reality and into this new paradigm. But it's only going to happen the moment that you allow yourself to like express yourself and let these emotions out openly and freely, free of judgment. And this is going to take like, a lot of you being persistent and patient within yourself. It's going to be a process. It's not going to be easy, because it's going to be uncomfortable. But you got this. So I want you to believe in yourself. Because there's just so much progression happening here, so many changes and like future things that you're going to be able to do. Once you do this, like, you're going to start seeing way ahead in a very flexible and an intellectual way. Like, you're just going to be enhancing a lot of things all around you. And it's going to create a lot of like independence and a lot of passion and a lot of fun, to be honest with you. Because you're finally addressing the pain and the hurt that has been occurring when it comes to the divine masculines in your life, and even within your own divine masculine. Because there has been a mountain that you've been wanting to climb, attaining to climb, but you're finally reaching the top. And this had a lot to do with you establishing proper boundaries and establishing good habits on your day-to-day. With further ado, this is the ending of your reading. Now, if this reading resonates, it resonates. And if it doesn't, leave it at the window. Do not force it. Just know that your habits do compile. And you have to be very intentional here. So, with that being said, just know that you have the keys, you have the power, you have the will, and you got this. I believe in you. Please don't ever give up. And just know that these human emotions that you feel within your own self, it's normal and it's okay. Don't deny yourself that. I said 10:22 as I said that, but other than that, I'll see you back in divine timing. Bye.